What's up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. Today I'm going to be doing the full review of the LG Q7 Plus from Metro PCS. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so first and foremost, what do we have in the box? First off, we have the LG Q7 Plus phone itself. We have the start guide in English and in Spanish. We have our USB Type-C data cable. We have our wall charger with fast charge capabilities. And we have our micro SIM tray ejector. So taking a look at the build, it is very reminiscent of the LG Stylo 4. We have the metal frame around the phone and a plastic back. Even though it is a plastic back, it actually is very durable and it doesn't scratch like the LG Stylo 4 does. We also have a USB Type-C port, a 3.5mm head jack, and a speaker at the bottom of the device. As far as the speaker goes, it is pretty subpar. Now, taking a look at the screen, we have a 1080p by 2160 IPS display. This is also our full vision display, so we have that weird effect where the screen is somewhat curved on each corner. The screen on this device actually has some pretty nice colors. There really isn't any bleeding, any type of tint on this phone, but if you ever want to block the blue light, there is a comfort view, which I recommend using in the dark to put less strain on your eyes and avoid headaches and migraines if you ever have any, or you are susceptible to any of those health conditions. Back at the phone, you will find your 60 megapixel PDAF camera with the Q lens, your flash and fingerprint sensor as well. As for the camera, it is very decent in a well lit environment, but it does struggle in low light at some times. As for the Q lens, I feel like it was just an afterthought and I don't think many people will utilize this feature due to being kind of buggy. For our front facing camera, it is 8 megapixels. The portrait mode has to be my favorite feature so far. It does a great job of positioning the blur around you and or your subject. As far as the video, they record at 1080p 30 frames per second, so we still don't see 60 FPS, and I have to say the stabilization is very decent and you will get best results in a well lit environment. Now that we talked about the camera, the most important thing next to that, if you guys are using camera mostly, is the memory. So the memory that we get on board is 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and we can up that to 512 gigabytes via micro SD card. So you guys will have more than enough space to hold all of your favorite photos and or videos. Next, we have 4 gigabytes of random access memory, and that is RAM for the people who do not know. We have 4 gigabytes, so for this phone, it should handle pretty much any window that's open, and it should hold the data on each page if you guys are on certain web browsers and or applications. Now, as far as the internals for our CPU, we have the Snapdragon 450 clocked in at 1.8 gigahertz. We also have the Adreno 506 GPU in here, so gaming is going to be fine with most graphic intense games. If we do get into highly graphic intense games, such as PUBG and other games like that, there are going to be some hiccups, but it's definitely playable nonetheless. As far as the native dialer, a lot of people are asking, and yes, we do have video calling in our native dialer. That's just something T-Mobile and Metro PCS offer as a service, so that's always nice. Onto our keypad, honestly, typing on this phone is very nice. If you are moving down from something like the Blade Z Max, the phone is going to be smaller in your hand, but nonetheless, the phone is very fluent with typing, and it's awesome. Also, here are some of the emojis you might expect on this device before you buy it. Another thing that is always nice to see is we actually have a 5 gigahertz band on this device. Always nice to see on a budget phone just to get that faster connection if you guys do have 5G on your Wi-Fi. We also have NFC on this device, so with NFC, obviously we can use things like Google Pay. We have Android Beam on this device as well, so sharing photos is going to be one of the easiest things to do. If you have another compatible device, all you have to do is hold the backs together and you guys can share things like that. Pretty crazy stuff. I know what you guys are going to say about the battery. I heard it 1,000 times in the comments. Yes, it is 3,000 milliamps, but this battery is actually very, very decent. The screen is very small, so therefore the phone doesn't take up too much power, and the battery actually lasts throughout the day. I've had it last for the whole day on moderate use. We also have fast charging capabilities with this device, and it comes with a fast wall charger, so honestly charges quickly if you guys ever need to charge it. A couple more features in the sound department that we have that are honestly really, really nice, and I've been enjoying them so far, is hi-fi quad-act audio and DTS 3D surround sound. You are going to need headphones to listen to this, but they are amazing. So for the hi-fi quad-act, you basically get a real true to life sound, and for the 3D surround sound from DTS, you basically get a surround sound experience. I think DTS is better for me. A lot of people like quad-act, but plug in your headphones, turn it on, and you are going to love it, honestly. Experience is much, much better with headphones and using hi-fi quad-act and or DTS:X audio. Last thing I want to say about this device is this does have the IP68 certification, so this is dust and water resistant. Obviously, I wouldn't put this in a pool of water, but it can withstand up to 5 feet of water for 30 minutes straight, so that's a really, really nice feature. Alright guys, so is the LG Q7 Plus worth it? My answer is yes and no. Basically, for the yes answer is if you get this phone and you have a port over, say you're at Cricket right now, right? And you want to port over your number to Metro PCS, you can get this phone for only $99. Now for $99, these specifications and the build of this phone is freaking amazing. If you can get this phone for $99, that is an absolute steal. Again, you are going to have to get the unlimited $60 plan, but after that you can actually pay for a $30 plan or whatever plan you want to use. But initially you have to pay for the $60 plan and you get the phone for $99, which is a hell of a deal. So I would say yes for the people who want to do that. Now I would say no to the people who actually want to go to the store and pay over $300 plus tax on this device. This device is not worth anywhere near $300. You can get much better devices such as the P20 Lite, LG V20, Huawei Mate SE for less the price. So why would you go to Metro PCS and pick up this device for over $300? It's just not worth it, guys. But if you guys don't care about the stylus 4, don't care about the stylus inside of it, don't care about the big screen, you want a smaller phone, and you're actually porting over, I would say definitely go with this device. It's a great device, great price. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribing if you guys are not a part of the tech gang already. Also hit that notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been Stefan from TechRight. Peace out, tech gang.